Nature looks chaotic. If you try to organize the living world based solely on how animals behave or what they look like on the outside, the system falls apart almost immediately. A 400-pound apex predator doesn't seem to have much in common with a house cat, and a staple food crop like a potato feels disconnected from a decorative garden flower. To make sense of these differences, scientific classification moves past surface aesthetics. Biologists look past size, habitat, and diet, searching instead for shared structural blueprints. This scale shows how the taxonomic hierarchy works. At the bottom, in the species tier, organisms share nearly all their traits. As you move up the scale, through genus, family, and order, the number of similarities decreases, but the shared ancestry remains the defining factor. Right in the middle of that scale is a specific rank called family. Positioned between genus and order, a family is defined as a group of related genera. This rank focuses on the level where internal structures begin to outweigh external variety. It allows scientists to identify shared anatomy linking organisms that appear unrelated on the surface. In the plant kingdom, one of the clearest examples of this internal architecture is the Solanaceae family, commonly known as the potato family. The namesake of this group, the potato, is a rugged, starch-filled tuber. It is an agricultural staple, harvested by the ton. Then there is the petunia. It's a delicate flower used primarily for decoration in gardens. Despite their different uses, biologists place the petunia in the same taxonomic family as the potato. That grouping is based on vegetative traits rather than aesthetics. Botanists look for a taproot system, where one main root grows straight down, and check the stems for an alternate leaf arrangement, where leaves sprout one at a time on alternating sides of the stem. The defining blueprint for Solanaceae is found in the flower. The blossom must be bisexual, containing exactly 5 fused petals, 5 stamens, and a superior ovary. Dissecting both a potato plant and petunia blossom reveals this identical layout. They share the same reproductive machinery. Whether a plant produces a starchy food or a decorative flower, the shared reproductive mechanisms dictate the family grouping. Animal classification works on a similar logic, but instead of floral parts, it relies on skeletal structure, limb mechanics, and feeding habits. Consider the family Felidae. This includes the lion, an apex predator with a flexible spine and specialized teeth adapted for hunting large prey, as well as the domestic cat. Compare that to the family Canidae. This group encompasses wolves, jackals, and the wide variety of domestic dogs we see in our own neighborhoods. These families diverge in behavior. Felidae are typically solitary hunters, while Canidae members rely on coordinated, pack-based social structures to survive and hunt. Physically, they are separated by anatomical markers. Canids are defined by long snouts and an acute sense of smell, while felines have shorter faces and highly specialized teeth adapted strictly for meat eating. There is also a clear difference in their limb mechanics. Members of Felidae possess retractile claws that pull back into the paw to stay sharp, whereas Canidae have fixed, non-retractile claws that stay extended as they run. These structural details define the family lines. Because of claw anatomy and bone structure, a domestic cat is grouped with a lion and separated from the dog. Grouping species into families is a practical way to map evolutionary relationships. It provides a framework for identifying common ancestors among millions of diverse organisms. This mapping functions as a predictive tool for research, helping scientists working in fields like medicine and agriculture. Because plants in the same family share a common origin, they often share chemical properties. The Solanaceae family, for example, is known for producing active chemical compounds called alkaloids. We see this in tobacco, which is cultivated specifically for its alkaloid content. By knowing a plant belongs to Solanaceae, researchers can predict its chemical makeup, which aids in drug development and the study of plant diseases. Other families help organize global resources. The Poaceae family is defined by hollow stems and fibrous roots, traits shared by wheat, rice, and sugarcane. Understanding the shared traits of this single grass family helps agricultural scientists improve the yields of major food supplies.